Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Škoda T40. It's a tier 6 Czechoslovakian premium tank, a medium. It's located on the south spawn of Pearl River, and this one is under the command of Picklefish44. Now it's armed with an 88mm gun, capable of doing, well, let's have a look.
Let's get this show on the road.
I think it's 200 alpha. 220 alpha, 145mm pen with standard AP, and with the heat rounds it's capable of 200mm. Now it's kind of big for a medium. In fact, it's more the size of a heavy tank actually, and it doesn't have a whole lot of armour as well. Top armour is only 65mm on the front of the vehicle, 40 on the sides, and at the rear 30 on the hull, 40 on the turret. But it does have a very good gun. Very good DPM. Standard reload time is 6.62 seconds, and we can see that Picklefish has got it down to 5.67. Now this is a tank that was designed but never actually produced. They never got a prototype or anything like that. The project was cancelled way back in 1946 as part of the TVP program. Okay, we've got some enemies. Got Jackson over there. I don't think he saw us. Oh no, he did. But it's too late for him, and he gets a high roll for 227. Okay, that 252 is moving up very rapidly on that Jackson. He's either going to have to take action, or he's going to suffer some severe damage. Now we did get spotted when we poked out there, and I get the feeling the T52 got spotted as well, because he's backing off. But the question is, will the Jackson be firing at us, or will he fire at the T52? Well, he's so afraid he's pulled back behind that rock. Now I reckon the T52 will see him if he does pop out. Oh, Arty round. It was nearby us, very close, but missed us. Okay, we've got an Nashorn, and it's a high roll again for 221. Jackson thinks about popping out, but Nashorn's pulled back. Okay, the enemy Arty's an M12. He has dialed in on this area. He might try again. If we hear that rumble, it'll be very soon. No, didn't get that one in. Shell velocity isn't that great. It's only 775, which means it's kind of slow actually. You can see the shell arcing through the air. Ooh. Close, but no cigar. But now we've got a Type 64 threatening our T52. No, that one landed behind him. We get a shot on this Type. That's better. Only 87 hit points though. And unfortunately we lost the T52 and the Type. Well, is the Type coming into cover? Well, Picklefish is reverse side scraping at the moment, or was. Now he's going to poke out and see if we can hit that Nashorn. Quick look down. Okay, we've got Noobs gone in there now to try and worm that Type out. Oh, nice shot! 213 hit points, takes the kill. Did get spotted though. Now we're not doing so well at the other side of the map, and oh, yeah, that was the M12. He did try for us again. Only got the tracks though and stunned us. Yeah, the enemy have broken through the other side of the map, and Picklefish saw that, and he's now returning to the cap area with the T78. They're going to need to put in a strong defense. The CS44, I think, is coming up to join us. Meanwhile, the Udas 14-5 of the Baraska headed north to deal with the enemy. Now, we're 2 down on the enemy at the moment, so it's not looking so good. I have the feeling that what Picklefish is deciding to do is to try and come from a different angle. You can see the Black Prince. Black Prince hasn't seen us yet. Oh, now that hit the tracks on the rear, but it didn't actually stop him or slow him down. We didn't get any hit points. And you can see the other tanks are making their way towards our cap. And there's a T29 in them. This is a tier 8 game with tier 6 tanks in it. Okay, he's pulled back to use the bush mechanic on the Black Prince. That one didn't go through. He's using the premium ammo now as well. Okay, Black Prince stopped to take a shot but couldn't see us. Have to get a bit closer to see him. Yes, that one hit the engine bay. And he got a high roll for 258. And the enemy is now capping. There's only one in the cap at the moment. I think it's the T-3485. There he is. Okay, are you looking at us? Not anymore. That's an Amarak. Demolition expert. Porlak tank. Takes one hit. 225's a high roll. And he got damage assist. And he gets the kill. That's his third kill of the game. And the scores are now even. Now, can he get the kill on this T-29? Well, all we can see is he's hull down now. Get a shot. Yes, he gets him. He wipes him out with a heat round. It looks like it did hit the lower plate. But the Black Prince is headed for us now. And of course, he's been hit by us before. One lower plate. High roll. He's taking damage from our teammates. I wonder if he's going to turn around. Yes, he is. Go for the turret. Nice. That's a Lever Slayer's medal. Because, of course, this is a tier 6 tank. He's taken out 2 tier 7s. The Black Prince and the T-29. And now there's only 3 enemy tanks left. Of course, one of those is the Arty, the M12. A 122 TM who has 3 kills and a Wizzy 111 FT. Now he's up near the village. And I think we might get to see him any second. No, we can't see him from this angle. And our T-78, well, he's outmatched going up against that guy. He really needs to fall back, but he does kill him. In fact, it's not him, it's the S-51 on our team that gets the kill on the Wizzy. And his name is Big Pete Nasty. And oh, the 122 TM just took out the T-78. So we might have to return again if that guy heads towards the Arty. Well, for the moment, we're headed up north. The only enemy that's going to be in this direction is the M12. He might not be in the cap area anymore because he might have decided, because they were winning the game, that he would relocate. But I'm wondering now, after so many of his team have gone down and now he's outnumbered, that he might not stay in that cap area. He might decide to go elsewhere. Well, we'll find out. We've still got a lot of health. Picklefish has kept his health very well. It's only the Black Prince that managed to nail him for 133. And of course, he got stunned by the M12. But if the M12 does hit us with our thin armor, he could do serious damage. Okay, the enemy is trying, the 122 TM is trying to get the cap. He's killed the S-51. And now we've got the CS-44, and he hasn't got much in the way of health. The CS-44 is very, very low on health. He's only got 3 hit points. That's all he's got. And now the 122 TM is capping. And now we're relying on that CS-44 to get a reset. We need him to get a reset. We still don't know where the... oh, the M12 has gone. My mistake. He has already gone. Now, the CS-44 has to get a reset. If he doesn't get a reset, I don't think we're going to make it over to the other side to get a reset ourselves, and the enemy will cap out and win. But if he does get a reset, I don't think the 122 TM can get over here to get a reset on us. Not within the time limit. So it's all down to the CS-44, and he probably wants to wait until he can get at least 70 cap points off that 122 TM. Just one round could decide this game. The 122 TM did see him. And he's reset! I think he came out of the cap to go after the CS-44, and in doing so, he reset. Well, that's the turn up for the books. Now, the 122 TM did get the kill, but I don't think he can get into the cap or get over here to get a reset. So effectively, he's given away the game by coming after that CS44. And the CS44 driver, well, he got the game by tempting the guy, luring him away. And the 122 TM has thrown the game away. And thanks to Picklefish, it's a victory. And that is an Invader medal, if I'm correct. Here's the end of battle results, and that was an ace tanker game for Picklefish44 in the Škoda T40. He managed to get a demolition expert because he blew up one of the enemy tanks. It literally went bang. That was the T3485M. He also managed to get a fighter badge for getting up these 4 kills. He actually ended up with 5, just one short of getting that Top Gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. And I did find out what happened to the M12. Apparently he crashed. I think he was on his way over to the other side of the map to try and help out his teammate in the 122 TM, and he must have fallen off a cliff or something and crunched into the ground because, yes, he crashed just after, or just before, Picklefish actually got into the cap at the other end. If he'd actually reset Picklefish, that would have been a very different result to the game. He got a fire for effect as well for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 6. He got a Leather Slayers medal as well for taking out 2 enemy tanks, tank destroyers in a game that were at least 1 tier higher than him. And of course, in this game, it was the Black Prince and the T29. Excuse me. He also managed to get an Invader medal because he got at least 80 capture points and they capped out to win. And his win rate from that one, 6,659, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Sorry. And we can see that the highest damage in the game actually went to the 122 TM, who picked up a high caliber and a Top Gun, 4,296 hit points of damage. Second highest damage went to the lists on Picklefish's team with 2,051. And the third highest damage was Picklefish in his Škoda, and he got 1,961. And of course, the Leather Slaves and the Invader. When it came to kills, it was the 122 TM came out on top with 6 kills. But just behind him was Picklefish with 5 kills. And 3 kills went to the S51, who did manage to do some decent damage during the game. And when it came to base XP, only Picklefish was over 1,000 base. He got 1,245. In second place, we've got the 122 TM with 885, so the best player on the enemy team, and of course the high caliber scorer. And in third place, we've got the S51 with 824. Picklefish fired 18 88mm rounds. He got 14 direct hits on the enemy, 10 penetrations and 2 splash. Damage of 1,961 hit points, of which 601 were at more than 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit. It was a penetration, and of course we did see that. That was from the Black Prince. He also received 1 hit by way of splash damage as well from the M12, who fired around at him as he was returning to his own cap area. He was also spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 5, and did 745 hit points of damage assistance, plus he got 100 cap points. And of course, he also got 13 defense points when he was resetting the cap at the other end. On a premium count, he actually earned 72,881 credits out of that game. He did get a 55,000 mission completion bonus as well, so that helped. But of course, he did use the right ammunition at the right time. He did use premium ammo. You can see that there. Quite a big expense, but he didn't use any consumables because, of course, he didn't get hit that often, even though he's quite a big tank and fairly easy to spot and hit. He got 25 bonds for a mission achievement, and he also picked up 5,228 experience points as well. And he said they almost lost twice. Well, they did, because they almost lost their cap to the enemy, because, of course, the enemy broke through on the heavy tank alley, and they made their way towards the cap. And, of course, there really wasn't enough defenders coming back. It needed Picklefish's help to get those resets and set the and kill off the attack force. But they almost lost it again. Had it not been for that CS44 coming back and resetting, or in fact luring away the 122 TM out of the cap, then of course it would have been a very different result. In fact, it probably would have been a draw, because Picklefish did get into the cap just as the enemy started capping, and so it probably would have been within the grace period. I haven't checked on that, but I think that's what's actually happened. There was a very tiny gap between Picklefish's capping and also the 122s. So the CS44 luring him out the cap actually allowed the 122 TM to throw the game and give it to Picklefish. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.